Tomorrow, Monday, May 25, will be observed as Labor Day, a time when Jamaicans from all walks of life come together to give back to their communities. Under the theme, One People, One Purpose, in all things Jamaica wins, we're encouraging every Jamaican, if you haven't started already, to step out, volunteer and play your part. Whether it's cleaning up your community, helping a neighbor or supporting a local project, every effort counts as we work together for a better Jamaica. Hi there. Welcome to this Sunday's edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. We have a wonderful show packaged just for you. More after this message.
Jamaica, Monday, May 25 is Labor Day. The focus this year is the restoration of sports, early childhood, and community facilities.
Shoulder to shoulder, we keep pushing on.
Volunteer individually or pull a group together and register at jis.gov.jm. For more information, contact the Labor Day Secretariat at 876-995-8180 or email laborday@mcges.gov.jm. Make sure to volunteer, cause we are one people.
One people, one people, one people. Make the whole world know. Jamaica always wins. Yes, we always win. Always win.
For the past 6 months, many homeowners affected by Hurricane Melissa have benefited from temporary relief under a mortgage moratorium program initiated by the National Housing Trust. That period has officially ended, with attention turning now to what comes next for mortgages. In this week's episode of Get the Facts, we're discussing what customers can expect going forward and the support measures available to help borrowers transition back into regular payment arrangements. Let's join the discussion.
Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. Following the passage of Hurricane Melissa, the National Housing Trust introduced a 6-month mortgage moratorium to provide temporary financial relief to thousands of affected mortgages. Now, with the moratorium officially ending and payments resuming, many Jamaicans are seeking clarity on what comes next, the support still available, and how to successfully manage their mortgage obligations moving forward. So joining us to discuss mortgage management and the resumption of payments following Hurricane Melissa is Dr. Suzanne Winter, General Manager for Loan Management at the National Housing Trust. Dr. Winter, welcome to Get the Facts.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. It's good to be here.
All right, let's jump into getting some of those facts. So that 6-month mortgage moratorium was because of the severe damage Hurricane Melissa brought on a lot of people. Could you share with us how many people benefited from it?
So, Mr. Henry, yes, about 30,000, over 30,000 of our mortgages benefited from that special automatic hurricane relief moratorium.
Nice.
And the period, as you mentioned, for 6 months, from November to April.
Right.
And payments now resume May. But I just want to emphasize what happened during that period.
Yes, please.
So during the 6-month period, the NHT would have deferred almost $4.5 billion, and we would have waived the interest charges of almost another $1.2 billion. So we provide a lot of financial support to our mortgagors, and also we offered other support in terms of hurricane relief loans, and you have heard also about our hurricane relief grant.
Right,
and those were comprehensive programs geared at just helping the nation as we respond to a Category 5 hurricane.
Yeah. And know that the mortgage payments have resumed as of May 1, right?
Yes.
As of May 1. Now, what should mortgagors expect during the transitional period? Is it just that, okay, everything goes back to normal?
No. Well, during the transition period, yes, persons are expected to start, most mortgagors, in fact, are expected to start making their mortgage payments. But we're here to provide more information to our mortgagors. So programs like Get the Facts, we're also in the Observer, we're also in the Gleaner, we're also on our social media platforms and various platforms to help our mortgagors to understand that NHD want them to know what to expect next.
Right.
So another expectation is that there'll be some changes in their monthly payments. So we'll be sending communications to them. So they'll be getting individual letters showing, what they were paying before and what they're now being required to pay. We expect that we'll have to remain supportive as we are. And so during that transition period, we will be waiving late fees as for 2 months. So it's 2 months, May and June, we'll be waiving late fees.
Got it.
And it's just to hold their hands a little longer as they readjust their income and their expenses to resuming the monthly payments. Another thing I'd want for them to understand is that we remain supportive, and so we do have programs that are available to help them in the event they are unable to resume.
So, Dr. Winter, you mentioned that some mortgagors will get letters saying that their payments have been adjusted. Why?
Yes. So the reason is that during the moratorium period, while payments were not billed, they're still required to be paid. Yes, a moratorium is not a write-off. It's just a deferral or a temporary break of you making the payments, but the payment will have to be made at some point. And so the principal payments that were unpaid, the life payments, the peril insurance payments were due that are unpaid will now have to be recovered.
So NHT is going to blend these back into the payment that's expected on a basis?
So we're going to be adding them to the principal and recalculate.
Okay.
The beauty, though, as I said earlier, we didn't charge interest. Interest charges were waived, and because of that, the extent of the increase in the monthly payment would not be high for many of our mortgages.
Right. So some people might be listening and thinking, oh no, but I'm glad you've given us that assurance. And for mortgagors who are still struggling with, because their homes are severely affected, they're not yet back to a livable state, is there any support available? Yes,
so the NHT remains supportive. We do have various programs in place to help our mortgagers. You'd have heard also that the Prime Minister would have announced an extension to the special moratorium facility.
Right.
And where we are aware of those cases, for example, in our schemes, like the Brompton in St. Elizabeth and Nugent Acres in St. James, there's an automatic extension that would have been granted to those mortgagors. For other mortgagors whose properties remain badly affected or uninhabitable due to Hurricane Melissa, they will have to apply.
Okay.
But the good thing, I just want to add that the application form is very simple.
And online.
And it is online, yes.
All right, got it. So we're going to go to our break now, but please stay with us. We will be right back.
This Labor Day, plan something that will last for generations. From May 18 through to the 29, the Forestry Department will be having a Labor Day seedling distribution. Individual members of the public can collect up to 5 seedlings for free, including 1 fruit tree, from the Forestry Department nursery while stocks last. Collect yours at the agency's head office in St. Andrew or its locations at Williamsfield in Manchester and Monique St. Anne. Distributions will take place Mondays to Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. There will be no distribution Monday, May 25. For more information, visit the Forestry Department at forestry.gov.jm, call 876-618-3205, WhatsApp 876-995-8521, or email the department at fdinfo@forestry.gov.jm.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We are looking at the end of the Hurricane Melissa mortgage moratorium, what mortgagors should expect as payments resume, and the support options available for persons still experiencing challenges. Still with us is Dr. Suzanne Winter, General Manager for Loan Management at the National Housing Trust. Dr. Winter, before the break, we were discussing that there is an extension facility available for those who really need it, and you were giving us some information about that. You can go ahead with what we need to know.
So just to remind our mortgagors that there is in fact an extension facility for moratorium for persons whose properties remain badly affected or uninhabitable due to Hurricane Melissa.
Right.
And for those customers who are in the schemes of Brampton, St. Elizabeth and Union Acres in St. James, they don't need to apply. In fact, we have already extended their loans, their mortgage moratorium by 3 months.
Okay.
For others, we don't know of their circumstances, so they would need to apply. And it's a simple application form, and we want them to apply early. Say Henry early. In fact, before June 30th.
That's the deadline.
That is the deadline, yes.
And it's a deadline.
It is a deadline.
Okay.
And it's important that they do so early too, because we want to keep their account in good standing. So the earlier they tell us, the quicker we can do the adjustments to their account.
Understood. And the what makes them eligible for this extension is severe damage and their inability to inhabit the structure.
Yes,
that's it?
Right. That's
is there any other criteria?
No.
Just that. Okay.
But just to add though, if they're still in need of help, so their property, say they're able to live in the property, but they remain unemployed or they have reduced income.
Yes.
We do have other programs in place, other special assistance programs in place, and they will have to just apply and let us know. And their case will be handled on an individual basis.
So Dr. Winter, you're saying come on and talk to the NHD. Yes.
Again, let me emphasize, we remain supportive and we want to provide guidance to our mortgagors because we do understand that there's still some amount of pain that they're experiencing, and to the extent that we can assist, especially with the financial aspect, we remain available to do so.
Got it. Now, what practical advice, because you mentioned just now that you want the accounts to remain in good financial standing.
Yes.
This benefits the mortgagors. So what practical advice would you give mortgagors who are watching to help them stay on track?
Well, the first thing I'd want to say is do not hide from us. Please stay connected to us.
Right.
Yes, if you cannot pay, please let us know and let us know early. Earlier I mentioned that we'll be sending out letters to them regarding their new monthly payments. Even before getting those letters, they can reach out to us to know what their new monthly payment is, because payments would have resumed from May 1. Right. So they can register for NHD Online. In fact, NHD Online is the best place to go to get their new information. And they can call the NHD, they can visit our branch. But if for any reason they're unable to confirm the new monthly payment, continue to pay what you were paying before.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
After a conversation with the NHD?
Yes. So if you're unable to reach the NHD for whatever reason, and you don't, so you're unable to get that information, although I doubt that will be the case, but continue to make the payments. Another thing, for those persons who are paid by a salary reduction, while we would have them inform their employer, some employers may be delayed in implementing. So please, if you have not seen the deduction, if our mortgagors have not seen the deductions from their salary in May, they will need to just continue to make their payments, and they'll make their payments over the counter through the various payment channels that we have.
Right, right.
Importantly, too, there are some mortgagors who were in arrears prior to the moratorium. Please reach out to us so we can establish an arrangement to get you back on track.
So, Dr. Winter, you mentioned in the first segment that there were some special loans, hurricane-related loans and grants. As we move to our close, could you just give us a sense of if that continues or there will be a continuation of that?
Yes, so our special hurricane relief loan has continued. In fact, it extends to March 31st, 2027.
Nice.
And the loan has, the conditions for the loan have changed, and you'll hear more about that in other programs. But importantly, our mortgagors can use the loan now to improve the property, to make it more resilient. So they can use a loan for hurricane to purchase, for example, or to install hurricane shutters. They can use the loan to build a safe room. And the loan is at a very low interest rate of only 2%.
Only 2%.
Only
all right.
2%, yes.
All right. Thank you so much for that. So if I'll pull this all together,
Yes.
I like your advice that you gave the mortgagors. Don't hide from you.
Yes, do not, yes.
Come and speak to the NHD.
Yes.
And also you stressed how very important it is for mortgagors to make that application for the extension if they need it
Yes.
before
Yes.
June 30,
Yes.
2026. This has been Get the Facts. So our guest was Dr. Suzanne Winter, General Manager for Loan Management at the National Housing Trust. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take care.
Jamaica, Jamaica.
Now Jamaica coming through with Janelle Smith, and the Jamaicans have a slight edge, and the Jamaicans are coming away here. What a run, brilliant finish here. It's Jamaica's gold.
We produce the best athletes on the planet. Jamaica has the most gold medals per capita in the world. We produce the most musicians per capita. We have the most music produced per capita in the world. From a tourism perspective, we have many world-leading statistics as well. The Caribbean has the bluest waters in the entire world. Dutch River is the #1 attraction in the entire Caribbean. The luminous lagoon in Palma is the brightest luminous lagoon in the whole world. The Milky River Spa, the 4th most potent mineral spa in the whole world. Jamaica can fit into Australia 700 times, and Blue Mountain Peak is taller than every mountain in Australia. What I'm trying to share with you is that we are not ordinary. We are extraordinary. We are not normal. We are special. We're talking about us as Jamaicans living in Jamaica, that the world depends on us for vibe, depends on us for excitement, depends on us for us to lead in the way of creativity.
Jamaica, Jamaica.
There is much to celebrate at the Seville Heritage Park in St. Anne. Now, a new addition on the grounds is helping to tell an even older story, one that connects Jamaica to its African roots in a very real way. 2 houses built by members of the Ghana Army Engineer Reconstruction Team now stand on the property, offering visitors a deeper connection to the African roots that remain such an important part of Jamaica's identity. The 2 mud houses are carefully constructed in the style of traditional African dwellings, along with an open kitchen area fitted with traditional cooking utensils. From the texture of the walls to the layout of the yard, the structures reflect elements of an African village. They have now become part of the Seville experience, adding something new while deepening the story that's already been told there. The structures were formally handed over during a ceremony in March of 2026.
we have come together with our Ghanaian family and have been able to rekindle the flames of earlier relationships and to rediscover the fraternity and solidarity of bonds that were never broken by the enslavers and colonizers.
The project is part of that connection, but it also goes deeper than that. It speaks to shared ancestry, cultural memory ties that have never been lost. This partnership didn't start here. The Ghana Army Engineer Reconstruction Team first came to Jamaica to support recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa, working alongside local agencies to assist affected communities.
Jamaicans have benefited tremendously from the dedication and selfless service of your skilled engineers, carpenters, plumbers, welders, masons, medical team, everyone who has worked tirelessly alongside the Jamaica Defense Force. You have helped to restore not only shelter and comfort, but dignity and hope within affected families and their communities.
Sappers, the impossible we do at once. For a miracle, give us a little time. Ahua!
Following the deployment of the Ghana contingent in Jamaica on the 18th of December by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama of our country, we came in with a number of 54 soldiers. All these 54 soldiers are people of varied artisanal, professional ethics from all levels, from the technical school, from the universities, and then all the academic ladder. We are very grateful that we had that opportunity to represent our country here.
The Ghanaian contingent has since completed its mission and departed Jamaica, following months of collaboration with local partners. But their work is still here. At Seville, these houses now stand as a reminder of history, of connection, and of a shared heritage that continues to shape Jamaica today.
For decades, this seasoned visual artist has used the canvas to tell stories, capturing everything from everyday life to culture, emotion, and history. As we close International Arts Education Week, we take a closer look at the life, passion, and impressive body of work of Nugent Hewitt, an artist whose creativity knows no age limit.
Outstanding Intuitive Artist Award is presented to Nugent Hewitt from the parish of Manchester.
6 gold medals and 1 silver. That was the tally for 73-year-old visual artist Nugent Hewitt at the 2025 Jamaica Cultural Development Commission JCDC Visual Arts Competition. It's a performance that earned him the title of Most Outstanding Artist, proving that creativity only deepens with time. For the Manchester native, it was a moment decades in the making.
I feel so good. I'm over the moon.
Open to artists of all ages, the competition celebrates expression through paint, texture, and imagination. For Nugent, that expression is deeply personal, drawn from memory, lived experience, and quiet observation.
Anything I put my hands to, it comes in as if it turned to gold in a mysterious way, which I very much appreciate.
Several of his works reflect moments that stayed with him over time.
Some lady used to make, they call it hat, in the workshop with JCDC long time ago, and I remember that. And I used to tease this lady.
That memory inspired one of his winning pieces, a portrait of a woman looking exhausted in a hat-making workshop. What began as a playful recollection is now creation, resulting in gold. As that piece gives testament to, Nugent's relationship with the JCDC stretches back decades.
I started enter JCDC from 1974, which the first time I entered with 2 pieces, and I got 2 golds. And it was a heaven for me. I said, but this place, man, is a place that I must revisit.
And that he did, revisiting ever since, collecting multiple awards across categories and building a reputation for consistency and excellence. But his love for art began long before competitions and accolades.
I used to say draw in my exercise book. Half page is for do schoolwork and half page is to draw. I used to draw mostly cowboy and Aston Cambridge cars. The girls them always pay me to draw for them because they can't draw. And then I say, yes, it's a good thing. So I continue.
Hewitt went on to teach, helping students develop their skills and even prepare for the JCDC competition like he has done for so long. But creativity for him does not stop at paint and canvas. He also lives in rhythm.
You are drifting away from me like a ship without a captain. Oh, you're drifting away from me like a ship without a captain.
A singer and drummer, he finds joy in music, another outlet for storytelling and self-expression. And when he isn't teaching, painting, or performing, there's one more place that fuels his passion.
Gardening is my mainstay, my baby, my everything. I gain inspiration walking into my garden. I like to look at the flowers then, especially when they just come out, start to bloom and so on, and the young succulent plants and so on. It speaks to me.
While 2025 marked a standout moment, Nugent Hewitt's story is not defined by a single year or achievement. At 73, it is a journey shaped by consistency, creativity, and a deep connection to creating.
I want people to remember me as a person, a humble person just going through with a vast wealth of talent and not just have it in commonplace, but a high standard.
For details on how to enter the JCDC Visual Arts Competition or learn about other cultural programs, visit the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission's website at www.jcdc.gov.jm.
Hi there, I'm Landy, your friendly guide to NLA Connect, the National Land Agency's customer engagement platform. Today, I'll be showing you how to make a request. You can get to NLA Connect in 3 super easy ways: by visiting our website, using one of our in-office kiosks, or just scanning the QR code at any of our locations. Let's map it out. Once on the platform, click the Request tab at the top of your screen, then type in your name and email address. Next, choose the division related to your request, then select the type of request you would like to submit, such as an issue, a comment, a suggestion, a query, or a commendation. Now choose how you'd like us to respond, via email or give you a call. Up next, enter the subject of the message, followed by a detailed message explaining your request. And if you've got photos or documents related to your submission, be sure to upload those too. Before submitting, you may review the agency's privacy notice by clicking the Click Here button. Then tick the little consent box once you're satisfied with how we'll handle your information. Hit Submit and your request is off to the right division. After submission, you will receive a case number via email, which you can use to track the status of your request. And that's how you make a request like a pro. NLA Connect, your voice, our priority.
We've come to the end of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, and I do hope that you enjoyed this package. To catch a repeat of this or any other, feel free to log on to our website at jis.gov.jm. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching, and do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.